Hello, Dr. L here. This is a video update to the warning I made 10 days ago that the S&P was probably making a major change in trend. I made my last video right here, and since then you can see that things have changed. I based that forecast on part in that from the solar eclipse down here, that the trend had gotten steeper and steeper and steeper in a blow-off move. Having seen a few of those, I thought I should analyze carefully what was going on here. When I did that analysis on the 29th, at the end of the day, I warned my certified chaos traders that a major trend may be coming based on the cycles turning up here. I reiterated that warning there. My last YouTube video was made right here at the end of the day after trading on the February 1st. Now this chart is more detailed and it shows the Mercury flux lines. When I did my analysis, I pointed out major cycles were turning, astro cycles were turning here. 4 or 5 of them were related to Mercury. Now the electric field flux lines are, I've drawn them every 45 degrees. Now in this 6 trading days, the market moved up about 90 points. That's actually, in the S&P, a steeper than average move. It was the steepest trend line, and it was moving at the speed of the moon. So the moon's electric field was driving this last stage of the rally. And when we came in here, I saw major cycles are turning down. Now, in understanding that markets are chaotic systems, that warned me that the market could turn chaotic. And it certainly did. Issued my warning here. The next day, I did not do a chaos clinic because I was pretty sure the market was going to be a little wild to do some teaching. So that day, the Dow was down about 680 points. Now, I had sold 2 futures contracts right about here, late in the day on Thursday. And I held them overnight. I held them over Friday. I held them over the weekend. And now, 45 degrees times 8 is 360. Coming down here, this is the 3/8 retracement of a full circle. Right here on Monday, that seemed to be resistance. And there's where the market broke. One of the first mentors I ever had in stock market was a gentleman by the name of John Sullivan. And he told me you have to watch for the switch in psychology between a bull market and a bear market, or vice versa. This was a switch in psychology. Psychology right at this point was, everything is 100% bullish, buy. Nothing can happen. Well, this is certainly a realization that things could happen. Well, this is a chaotic break. And I continue to hold short. Now, right down here, watching it overnight, I recognize this little pattern here. If you study George Bayer's Egg of Columbus, that's what he calls the tongue. And that's the last part of a chaotic break. I saw the bounce come up here. I had enormous profits. To me, they were enormous. So I covered one contract there, held the other, came down here, it's starting back up again. I covered the second one, roughly $20,000. Some of you, that's peanuts, but to me, that's pretty good money for a few days trading, especially since I understood why it was happening. Now, look here. That's a full circle from here to there. That's a full circle on the Mercury flux lines. And then we got up into the 7th on Wednesday. The high came right in there at a 50% retracement on the Mercury flux lines. Then here's the 3/8 Fibonacci retracement. There's a 1/8. Then on Friday we got a bounce off of what many people read as a double bottom. So where we go from here, I think we're probably going to continue to see chaotic moves. This is a phenomenon that happens in chaotic systems. This is scale jumping. Instead of 15 points per day, we wound up here going in 6-day period 360 points. That's 60 points per day. That's a 4-to-1 volatility expansion. So now the volatility has continued to remain high, and it may remain high for several months. These Mercury cycles on the order of 88 days, and there were some other cycles in there. So just be alert. I just want you to know that this was a warning that turned out pretty good. I was very lucky. I managed to make a decent trade off of it. So that's about all I can say. Sometimes doing your homework pays off. Sometimes you can cash in on chaos. I'm happy to say this time I did. If you want to learn more about my work, go to moneytide.com. Check out my 4 main courses to become a certified chaos trader: Cash In on Chaos, Fractal of Pi, Chaos Trading Made Easy, and Face of God. There's another course there that relates to this major turn, Stargo. So at any rate, check out my work, and glad to have you come and check in.